So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. This is Peter Turi, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And now we observe the national anthems. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So that's got things underway. Knocks it into space.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he latch on to this? And that has been cleared. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's having a pop! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking to play him in, and the shots! Goal! ECUADOR! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Sanchez carries the ball down the right. Cleared without hesitation. Ecuador already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Pass is just off target. Sanchez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's looking wide. Pacho. Forwards and with intent. Estupinian finding himself in space. Alvarez. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Oh, easy pickings there. And now they can spring out of defence. He's picked his way through. Jimenez is in a really good position out wide.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he's quick to return it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cross in, looks like a good one. And it's gone back to the keeper.
Ecuador can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Raul. Pacho. And Hincapié. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Ecuador have their third corner. Keeper's dealt with that. Mexico are looking to go forward now. He's going to be disappointed with that. Caicedo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he thumps it clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Ecuador go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Ecuador can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Ecuador definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in...
There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Succumbs to the... Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ecuador get their fourth corner. And it's been taken short. Valencia. Real chance! Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alvarez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ecuador are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Sanchez. Distributed tidily. Space for him to turn and look. Swings it across. Tacho can clear it away. Sanchez.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. He's in a great position here. Chance!
Mexico really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. So we have movement on both benches. That is good strength. Chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. Steaming on goalwards. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. Do not write them off. Back they come. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this.
Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, that's fabulous. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And how did he not put that away?
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. And it's Caicedo.
Ecuador really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's a promising position. Chance, surely! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Mexico certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he's forced to go back. And it's been played through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Into the last 5 minutes. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Sanchez. Well, that is one way to stop him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Shapes to shoot! A real chance and a real let-off. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's put paid to the danger. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance. The hostilities have already resumed. Good ball, good take. And he's whipped it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Great vision. Always onto this. That's an excellent interception. No, no way through. Shifted it to the flank. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Impressive, John. Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Mexico with the lead. That's very neat. Might come loose. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And we are already back underway. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Cross to the back post. Incapuyi. It's a searching pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught now, and one more try!
Ecuador really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Capier. And that will be the final act. Ecuador played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Peter, it's obvious where this game was lost. I don't need to spell it out. The frailties on that left side caught everyone's attention. This is just a poor performance. It's an embarrassment, a humiliation, really. They let themselves down badly.